Introductions. Poaching, or also known as illegal hunting of animals, which can be defined as the illegal taking of wild animal, fish, or plants. The concept of poaching actually is as an environmental crime, defining any activity as illegal that contravenes the law and regulation established to protect renewable natural resources, including the illegal harvest of wildlife, with the intention of possessing, transporting, consuming or selling it and using its body parts. Elephants were slaughtered for ivory tusks. Rhinos are hunted for their ivory horns. Tigers are poached for their skins and body parts to make medicines. Leatherback sea turtles are also poached to make the jewelries and luxury things for their shells. Wildlife scientists and experts consider poaching to have a negative impact on biodiversity when the wildlife habitats disappear, organisms become locally depleted, and habitat efficiency is disrupted. Even though the world is working hard on saving endangered species, there are still a lot of people who don't care about the animals, and their ultimate goal is only for the money. Unfortunately, on the black market, rare animals and their parts are lucrative, and due to this has brought the dangerous activity of poaching to the world. So, in this video, we will present to you with all the essential stats, facts, and opinion on poaching. We hope that some of these will give you awareness on poaching and encourage you to do whatever within your power and capabilities to stop poachers and help save many endangered species out there.
Every country have their own law to control the number of illegal hunting. In 1969, CITES effectively banned the international commercial trade in African elephant ivory. At first, the ban worked. Demand for ivory in the United States dropped to a historical low, and ivory carving factories in China and shops in Hong Kong closed down. A number of African governments reported that the ban had been a success. In November 2013, the United States government, in a highly publicized media event, destroyed its nearly 6-ton stockpile of confiscated ivory. The destruction was intended to send strict message that illicit ivory has no value or place in the US, and to inspire other countries with large stockpiles to follow suit. In a great victory for elephants, China did exactly that a month later, and then Hong Kong. Next, Marine Mammal Protection Act. In 1972, the United States Congress enacted law to protect dolphins and other marine mammals. This act, called Marine Mammal Protection Act, it was passed because citizen and environmental groups were concerned that certain marine mammals were in danger of extinction due to human activities. In particular, Congress was concerned with the high dolphin mortality rates caused by the tuna fishing industry. Congress has amended or changed the MMPA many times since 1972. The agency responsible for implementing the MMPA, the National Marine Fisheries Service, has issued a number of regulations as well. And finally, the court have addressed many issues and controversies under the Act. These amendments, regulation, and court decisions have tried to strike a balance between protecting dolphins and other marine mammals.
Now we will be looking at different viewpoints that are related to poaching or illegal, or also known as illegal hunting activities. So, what is exactly the role of politics in poaching or illegal hunting activities? So usually the number of poachings or illegal hunting activities increase in a country that face instability or corruption within the government or authorities.
6 countries worst offender of ivory trafficking were at the bottom half of Transparency International 2018 list of most corrupt countries.
Let's take an example from the reversal of 1989 CITES, which is the banning of international trade of African elephant ivory. Unfortunately, the reversal of 1989 CITES had negatively impacted the number of population of African savanna elephant in Central Africa. Religion also plays a role in the poaching or illegal hunting activities. Some religions saw ivory as a religious symbol. For example, Santo Nino de Cebu that happened in Philippines. There are also religions out there that saw ivory as something that can remove bad spirit, and also there are also religions that saw and believe that ivory, it was made into a statue or other religious symbol, can bring wealth into the house. And also the ivory was also carved into religion artifacts. This can be seen when the Lebanese President Michel Slimane gave Pope Benedict XVI an ivory and gold turban.
So, what are the solutions for animal poaching? The first solution of animal poaching is by increasing the funding for the protected area by the government to make the illegal hunting activity reduce. With the sufficient resources of fund and effective management, it can help to protect the area, which allow it to benefit and fulfill its role in biodiversity preservation. Next, with the funding, it can benefit from the perspective of climate stabilization, flood control, habitat control, and ecosystem services, and as well as protect the wildlife in the area. For example, in South Africa, it's reported that rhinos poaching has declined in the country from the 769 cases in 2018 rhinos killed for their horn to the 594 rhinos killed in 2019. The next suggestion for the solution animal poaching is by implementing and enforcement of regulation protecting wildlife. By promoting law and policies on illegal hunting, it will affect the hunting community. The effectiveness and implementation of hunting law is very important to influence the conservation of wildlife through sustainable use and change the public opinion on hunting. By improving the rules on wildlife protection, it will provide awareness to hunters, and this illegal hunting activity should be stopped by the relating group. And the government also need to ensure that those given responsibility to manage protected area and regulation are empowered to do so, as it is not only implemented but also enforced.
From our point of view, illegal hunting happens because of lack awareness toward the wildlife and endangered species. They tend to believe that the animal can lay more eggs or give more birth eventually. Some may be thought it will not affect anything if they want to hunt as many as they want. Secondly, because of the selfishness to satisfy the human needs is the main reason of illegal hunting. Since those animals they hunt can give them a lot of profit to them. Other than that, we also suggest that to prevent from this to continue from happen, the government or any agency that can be related, such as Department of Wildlife and National Park Peninsula Malaysia, Perhilitan, need to tighten existing law regarding hunting to restrain from this activity keep increasing, such as high up the fine of poaching. Moreover, we totally agree with the decision of Chief Police Officer of Malaysia regarding revocation of hunting license. With revocation of the license, hopefully it can secure and control our animal and nature from over-exploitation. To conclude, if illegal hunting is continuously happen without restriction, endangered species might be already extinct without we realize it. This can cause our next generation, like our grandchildren, probably cannot see animals that still exist today. Therefore, we must protect our animal at any cost, not only for extinction of the species but also for our next generation. That's all for me. Thank you.